Good morning, dear students. I will start from. I am teaching chapter 6. Name of the chapter 6 is the changes around us. Today I will start from the changes caused by pressure or force. Changes caused by pressure or force. In this, you can see in the diagram. When you force air into a balloon by applying pressure of your lungs, the shape and the size of the balloon changes. And if you continue inflating the balloon with more air, a stage comes when the balloon bursts and its shape changes again. You can see in first case, when you force air into the balloon by applying pressure of your lungs, then you can see that it changes its shape, size, and when it applied in second case more force, then it changes and it bursts. One stage will come like this, then it can be burst. So similarly the tube the tube within a tire changes its shape and it fits completely in it. And when inflated with compressed air, metals can be hammered into thin sheets, and the gold and silver leaves are prepared by gently hammering the small pieces of these metals with wooden handle. And now rubber band, being elastic, change their shape when stressed, and cotton fibers, which are fluffy, are spun into thin threads by applying right amount of force. Thus, it is the right amount of force which changes fluffy cotton fibers into cotton used for making shirts, skirts, and etc. So, in first examples given first and second, you can see, and then changes caused by dissolving. Next one is the changes caused by dissolving. You have already learned that the substances such as common salt, sugar, copper, sulfate crystals, etc. are soluble in water. You can see that salt, sugar, copper, sulfate crystals are soluble in water, and during the process of dissolving, a change is brought in the soluble substances. You have also learned the equal amount of all soluble substances do not dissolve in any fixed amount of water. In other words, certain substances are more soluble in water than other substances. So you have learned with the rise in temperature of water, more amount of substance dissolve in it. On cooling this solution, the excess of dissolved substance in it comes out in the form of crystal and settles at the base. So we can say that changes caused by the pressure or force and changes caused by the dissolving also. And you know that it is difficult to dissolve sugar in cold water but very easy to dissolve in boiling hot water. Why? Because solubility of sugar is very small in cold water, but when the temperature rises, the solubility of the substances increases, or we can say that solubility of sugar increases. And in second case, crystals of sugar are obtained in sugar mills by purifying the sugar cane juice and then evaporating it, and on evaporation the concentration of sugar at a higher temperature increases. On cooling, the crystal of sugar separate out as the solubility decreases with the fall in temperature. And you can see that when crystals of sugar are obtained in sugar mills by purifying the sugar cane juice and then evaporating it, on evaporation the concentration of sugar is at high temperature increases, and on cooling crystals of sugar separates out as the solubility decreases when temperature decreases. Now come to the what is the reversible and irreversible change. What is the reversible and irreversible change? So reversible change is a change which can be reversed on removing the cause is called the reversible change, and in this change the products formed can be converted back into original forms. In the reversible change, you can see that it can be reversed on removing the cause is called the reversible change, and in this it can come in its original forms. But now come to the examples. Water can change into ice by placing it in the freezing chamber of the fridge, and the ice so formed can be converted back into water by placing the ice outside the fridge. And you can see that water is the only substance which exists in three forms: solid, liquid and gas. And in second case, you can see that an electric bulb can be made to give light by passing an electric current made through it. The bulb returns into its original state and does not give light, and when the electric current is switched off. And a piece of steel or can be converted into a magnetic net by rubbing it with a powerful magnet. The magnet so formed can be converted back into steel by hammering it or heating it strongly. So in the reversible change, it can be changed in its original form after some time. When you are removing the cause, then you can change in its original size. But what is the irreversible change? A change which cannot be reversed even on removing the cause. When you will remove the cause, then also in irreversible change, it will not again change in its original form. So in this change, the products can be converted back into their original form, and it is thus important to keep in the mind that such a change must be allowed to take place only when necessary. First example, when a paper is burnt, it changes into ash and smoke, and ash and smoke cannot be converted back into paper, thus the change is irreversible. And the candle on burning forms carbon dioxide gas and water vapor, so these products cannot be converted back into the candle in second case. And in third case, when a sparkle is set on fire, it burns with a bright flame, and even on cooling the products do not change back into the sparkle because it forms in new substances. So in the irreversible, it forms the new substances and it cannot change again. And in fourth one, similarly, curdling of milk, weathering of rocks, grinding of grains, cooking of food, falling of leaves from a tree, and the aging of human beings, animals and plants are irreversible changes. So irreversible changes taking place, so grouping on the basis of reversible and irreversible changes. After the discussion, we can group changes taking place on the basis of reversible and irreversible changes. It must be kept in mind that reversible changes are temporary in nature and irreversible changes are permanent in nature. So now come to the changes. Reversible change, you can see that in this no new substances are formed, but in irreversible change new substances are formed, and on removing the cause it can change. In reversible change, on removing the cause it can change into the original form, but in this irreversible change, even on removing the cause it cannot change into the another. So first one is the changes can be reversed, or so you have to write yes or no. Souring of milk can be reversed? No. Dissolving of sugar in water? No. Sawing a piece of wood, the ripening of fruits, melting of ice cream, cooking of this is the examples given. So you have to do with yourself. And this chapter changes around us completed, and this changes you have changes in table 6.1 you have to do with yourselves. And now come to the keywords. You will take revision of keywords: condense, contract, dissolve, evaporate, expand, freeze, irreversible change, melting, reversible change, solution. And then take revision of roundup. Then I will give exercise. So this is the chapter. This is the chapter 6, and you will take revision of this chapter. And chapter 6, changes around us, completed.
Good.